Okay guys, welcome back to another episode of TV BJJ Breakdown. My name's Tony and today we're going to look at a clip from Too Fast, Too Furious. Can't believe you guys voted for that over The Walking Dead. You bastards. We got the ankle monitor, which means two things. One, he just got out of jail. Two, he's a wrist locker. Ah, he's looking around. So in any confrontation, when you got a guy that's looking away or looking around, just know he's about to throw a sucker punch. There it is. All right. Got the takedown, just gotta stay on top. Brian, how the hell did you do a takedown and end up on your back? Let's take it back a little bit and check out the first exchange. So Roman throws a right punch and it connects with Brian's face. Brian stumbles back a little bit and you can see his hands go to the ground. And Roman notices this. So what does Roman do? Roman actually assists Brian to a full standing position because he doesn't want to go to the ground with him. Roman throws another right punch. This time Brian dodges the strike. And from here he closes the distance. Now right here it kind of looks like he's setting up a Sotogari, but he does it really shitty. More like oh shitty Gary. You know what? That's not fair. I gotta give some credit to Roman because if we look at this again, when Brian goes to initiate those Sotogari, instead of going backwards, Roman actually spins through to catch his balance and he creates like this little momentum and actually sweeps Brian over. I know it's kind of hard to see right here. Roman also has a grip on Brian's left knee / thigh, so it's making it hard for him to come back up to his feet. And with that same grip, it pulls Roman back up to the top position. It's actually genius. He ends up in Brian's closed guard. And you already know this is the dude at the bar that boos when the fights go to the ground. He don't even care. Stand him up! As soon as Brian locks up his closed guard, Roman throws another punch with his right hand. This guy doesn't know how to throw punches with his left or what? Dude doesn't got hands, he's got hand. Please don't unsubscribe. So now Brian's trying to pummel his hands to the inside to prevent further strikes. He does a good job of achieving the hook in the bicep. Cameraman decides to show us the ankle monitor again. What happened? What happened? Brian lost inside control. How is he not finishing the sweep? Oh, come on, man. Roman, what are you doing? So for some reason, Brian let go of that inside hook. Why? I don't know. So Brian starts taking him over to the left side and it looks like he's about to finish a sweep. Now Roman extends his leg and drops his right hip to the ground, almost like he's trying to do a Sao Paulo pass, without the Sao Paulo or the pass. Roman actually starts winding up for a left, so he can throw lefts. Winds up for the left and actually lands it on Brian's side. So Brian still got closed guard, but now he decides to do the one-handed Michael Myers choke from bottom to fuck. Not very effective. Roman uses his right hand in a shoulder turn to clear the choke. From here he goes for another punch. I think it connected. Was it supposed to connect? I don't know. Let me play it with sound. Oh, it does connect. It didn't visually connect, but because of the punching sound effect, that means it connected. Hollywood. So even though Roman landed the punch, he kind of overcommitted to it, and Brian allowed himself to turn to the side and get behind Roman's elbow. Since Brian's behind the elbow, he's gonna climb his hips higher and get the easy back to, what the fuck? How are you still in closed guard? How'd you get back in front of the elbow? How'd you mess that up? That was like the world's easiest back take. Like look it, you were almost complete. You were like 90% there. After this B-reel, you ended up back in front of Roman and no longer behind the elbow. Quarter mile at a time. Brian sits to his left side and uses his left hand to guide the head underneath the arm for the guillotine. But Brian chooses not to lock up his hands. I know a lot of people that finish their guillotines without locking their hands. It's possible, but this guillotine's not even tight because Roman's still talking.
You should have told me. I worked here 3 years, Brian.
Brian chooses to place his left hand here. That way it's harder for Roman to get his head out. I don't know, it's blocking the path. Or maybe he's doing a no-gi loop choke. Roman's left hand comes up and squeezes Brian's hand. I think he tapped out in Morse code, maybe a Brazilian tap. Roman frames and pulls his head out. Both guys sit back and exchange some dialogue. Brian then throws some pocket sand at him. Rest in peace, Dale. All right, let's rate it. On a scale of white belt to black belt, I would rate it white belt. But one of those white belts that comes in and just tries moves they've seen on TV. Here's the thing, when I first saw Too Fast, Too Furious, it had just came out, and I wasn't even trained jiu-jitsu. In fact, I don't even think I knew if jiu-jitsu existed. But the whole fight sequence looked really weird to me back then. It's like, what the fuck are these guys doing? Yeah, I didn't know what jiu-jitsu was, but I was a wrestler back then. So that scene, to me, it looked like two guys that sucked at wrestling. And between the two of them, I'd have to give it to Roman. Roman landed some strikes, and also when he rolled through a Sotogari to get on top, that was really good. He just ended up in a really shitty guard. And I know Paul Walker's character is the one with the BJJ background, but you know, the ground is his ocean. He's not a shark. He's more like a tuna on white, no crust. Hey guys, are you liking this new segment? Let me know in the comments which other movies you want me to break down, or send me a DM on Instagram. The Fast and the Fury. Ooh.